Hi, my name is Efraim Aguillar. I'm here to explain the language and varieties. Given its dynamic nature, language can be divided into the following subgroups or varieties: standard, jargon, colloquial, slang, dialect, patois, and creole. So, standard to the non-linguist, the standard form of a language is the form that all observes grammatical rules and structures language. For example, in English, the standard form is typically what you find in formal writing and communication, following proper grammar and vocabulary conventions. So in jargon, this is a specialized form of a language vocabulary that is associated with particular disciplines such as law or medicine. For example, is instance in law terms like plaintiff and defendant are part of legal jargon, while in medicine terms like diagnosis and prognosis are examples of medical jargon. These terms may not be readily understood by those outside of the respective fields. So in my in third colloquial, this is refers to language that it's used ordinary conversation. It is less formal than the standard language but not quite as informal as slang expression. It should not be informal context here as our example of colloquial. Standard language, I would like to schedule a meeting for next week, discuss our project. In colloquial language, I want to set up a meeting for next week to chat about our project. In this example, as you can see, the standard language is formal and adheres to grammatical rules, while colloquial language is more relaxed and suited for everyday conversation but not appropriate for formal settings. So, slang, this is a word or an expression that has been made up or has taken on a new meaning and is quite popular within certain social or age group. The words are very often inappropriate for a formal context. So in standard, I don't understand what he's saying. So and in slang, I don't get what he's spitting. In this example, the slang term spitting has taken a new meaning which is not suitable for a formal communication and is more commonly used within specific social or age group. So in dialect, this refers to a variety of language common to a particular speech community. Dialect means how folks talk in one group, like how Texans might say y'all, while New Yorkers, you guys, that's their dialect. And in so this is my patoist. This refers to a geographical dialect, standard language spoken in a given country. An example of patois is a Jamaican patois, which differs from the standard English spoken in Jamaica. Jamaican patois includes unique vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar distinct from standard English. In Creole, this is a pidgin language that has become the native language of a speech community and is learned by children as their first language. Quite simply, it is the language that results from the contact between the language of colonizing people and the language of a colonized people. Example of a Creole language is Haitian Creole. It developed in Haiti through the mixing of French, the language of the colonizers, and African language spoken by enslaved people. Haitian Creole eventually became the native language of the Haitian people, and it's now learned by children as their first language. It is distinct language with its own vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation separate from standard French. So that's all I